Okay, I've got it cleaned up. Now, you don't have to test, like pull the shocks and test fit all this stuff. There's about a 1/2 inch off of this, or you can just go right to this and up here like that, right about where that groove is, and follow that groove up and over. And then you could just go straight from here down to this one, you know, just go kind of straight right along that up to here and over, rather than sit there and test fit and everything, and then you'll be good. And then on this side, you're gonna go right by that. You don't even have to take quite that much off of that right there. You know, you could stay out here a little bit, and then you just angle up to where you're coming right about there, and then just angle it back and it's fine. And that's because this one mounts lower than that one, and so this one has to have more clearance. Probably don't even have to do that much, because the chances of completely bottoming out these shocks while you're at full turn is highly unlikely. But if you want full motion, that's what you do. I've gone through, checked all my connections, made sure everything's tight, ready to go. Now it'll be time to reinstall this, which means I'm gonna have to take the steering post back out and then slide this in place, put the rivets back in, and then once it's riveted in, because of the way this bell crank is made, where I had to put the top piece up high just for ease of build. Otherwise, to build it, it would have been an astronomical amount of money to get all fancy with it. But this way is a lot easier. Because it swings, we'll have to notch out a little V section in this where it can come in contact. So I'll get this undone and get this piece in, get it notched, and then show you again where it's notched, and then it's pretty much going back together from there. So okay, so here you can see where I notched it so that it clears all right there. That's where the notch is. Got everything else tightened down. Make sure when you're tightening down that steering post, there's a shoulder on that, on the bottom of that steering post. If you don't get it all the way down in there, it'll tighten up, and then if it pops that hole, it'll become loose. So make sure that's dropped all the way in there before you tighten it up. And then just go over everything else. So from here, I'm going to start reassembling everything and get it back together, and it's pretty straightforward. You know, put the airbox piece in, and then bring the throttle bodies down, make sure everything's clean, put that in, drop the throttle bodies in, reattach everything. Make sure you look in there to make sure all your boots and all that stuff are connected properly to the throttle bodies, your hose clamps are on right. Don't forget your oil pump. Make sure that's hooked back up. That's probably one of the most important things you'll do. And then from there, it's just go back together the way it came apart and get your brace in with your servo motor and put your exhaust on, hood, side panels, and there you go.